So VA, if I took my meter from here, so here, I would read VA. Let's say, 120 volts, 0 degrees. VB is 120 at 240. VC is 120 at 120. So now, pretty basic stuff, right? Now, what if I took my meter, instead of having it from here to there, from the phase to neutral, what if I take it from
face to face,
phase to phase?
phase voltage.
Right? What is my meter going to read in that case?
28.
What is my meter going to read if I measure from phase to phase? Instead of phase to neutral, I measure from phase to phase. What is the meter going to read?
28. It's square root of 3 times 120.
Right. So do we know why there's a square root of 3 there? So what are we measuring, right? So we're measuring essentially VA minus VB, right? You think about it, so this is where the polarity stuff comes in. So this is the polarity of this winding, this is the polarity of this winding, and this is the polarity of this winding. Where you draw a little dot. Usually the dot is the way you do it. So if I trace the connection from here, I got the positive drop across VA, and then I'm going through the non-polarity side, so I got the minus drop of VB. So by measuring there, I'm just measuring across these two windings, plus VA minus VB. Right? Is it clear?
Are we getting 208?
So I'll derive that. What I'm measuring now is a quantity called VAB equals VA minus VB. These are little vector or phasors, so I'll draw little hats on them. So again, we said VA was 120 at 0 minus
120
120 at 240. So we can
you convert it to the
convert it
imaginary
to
and
rectangular
number.
format, do the math, convert it
And
back
then go
to polar coordinates, and you do that, it comes out to be
3 times
120 square root of 3 at 30 degrees.
Oh, okay, 30 degrees, okay.
And you can see this pictorially when you do the vector, head to tail, they call it, right? So this VB is this, minus VB would be this, right? This would be minus VB. And then if I want to add VA to minus VB, I can draw it like
Oh,
this.
then it's given 30 degrees, okay.
And then my resultant is this.
That's the result.
This is
Okay.
VAB. So you can visually see the 30 degree with respect to VA,
Mhm.
and you can kind of see that it's a longer, arrow than in either one of VA or VB, and it's longer by a factor of square root of 3. So that's just basic vector, math and vector calculation. Explains where the square root of 3 comes from, explains where the 30-degree shift comes from. And it explains the concept of polarity, because, again, these windings have polarity indications. When we're measuring, we want to take into account where our leads are with respect to the polarity markings of the windings. So, so why did I go through? Let's think about a single-phase transformer now. So I'm going to draw a single-phase transformer. I guess we'll say this is a 10-to-1 transformer. And we'll draw our polarity marks.
Is a turn ratio, right?
Sorry?
It's a turn ratio.
Yeah, turns ratio is 10-to-1. So there's 10 times the amount of turns on the left side than there is on the right side. These are our polarities. So if I apply 100 volts here at 0 degrees, I'm going to get
10 volt.
10 volts here, also at 0 degrees. Okay? So the fundamental thing about a transformer is a single-phase transformer is there's no phase shift. In reality, in a practical sense, there would be maybe a small phase shift, but ideal transformer, no phase shift, and you go by the turns ratio, and the polarity dots tell you which side the voltages are in phase. Okay, so if I had a transformer on my desk here and I had 2 terminals on one side and 2 terminals on the other side, I would need to know which is the polarity on each side. So if I apply my 100 volts to the polarity side, across the polarity side on the one side, the other side, as long as I hook my meter up to red on polarity and black on non-polarity, I'll get 10 volts. If I reverse them, I'll get minus 10 volts, right? I'll get 10 at 180, right? So, simple. So this is a single-phase transformer. What is a 3-phase transformer? It's kind of a trick question, but what is a 3-phase transformer?
There will be 3 transformers.
3 single-phase
3
transformers.
single transformers, yeah.
That's all it is.
Yes.
So I can just draw 3 more of these, 2 more of these.